Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everyone and welcome. This is Ashima, and in this video we will be talking about daily news events or daily current affairs. So the discussion will be carrying forward with more of the details of the news events, so that the details, or you can say the news event, is as a whole clear to all of you. And furthermore, for those who want to practice the questions alongside, for them we have everyday quiz. We have an everyday quiz that runs on Entry app. So you have to download the app, and once you download the app, on downloading the app, you'll have to do the registration process, the initial registration, and once that is done, you can take up the free quiz that happens over there every day. And for those who want to have a weekly recap, we have an everyday or every weekend we have a recap session. So that recap session that happens is for every Saturday. So you can join in every Saturday on the channel for or on the app for further updates on the weekly recap, right? So now we'll be beginning with the discussion of the news event. And before we do, please do like the video, share the video for all those you believe will be benefited from this video, because this video contains details as a whole. So it will be helpful in informing all the people about all the news events. So learning about the first news event of ours, that is Mega Investment Textile Park or Mitra scheme, which has been announced in the budget recently. So what exactly is this Mitra scheme? It will enable the textile industry to become globally competitive, right? So it is going to bring in competition globally, and it is going to bring competition in the textile industry of India. So is it going to be launched only for India alongside with PLI or Production Linked Incentive Scheme, right? So this is going to be launched for PLI or Public Linked Incentive Scheme, and will enable the textile industry to become globally competitive. Now, if we talk about what these schemes are and what do these schemes contain as a whole. Now, if we talk about Mitra, it is basically to attract the large investments in the textile industry and to boost the employment range that is there of the industry, right? Alongside, it will be creating world class infrastructure with plug and play facilities alongside. If we talk about PLI or Production Linked Incentive Scheme, this is an incentive scheme, that is, incentives are given. So, how much incentive is given? 4% to 6% of incentive is given under the PLI scheme for those companies who are manufacturing goods for 5 years of period. So, certain schemes are selected, and alongside on those selected companies, the incentive is granted to these companies. So there are certain companies that are called target systems of the scheme, and those companies are eligible for getting the incentive of 4 to 6% based on the production they are doing or the progress they are doing. When was PLI scheme started? So Production Linked Incentive Scheme was started in April 2020. Initially it was for large scale electronic manufacturing, but later on it started diversifying itself, and now it has incentives for domestic manufacturing as well, right? Now, moving ahead, we have Adi Mahotsav, which was inaugurated recently. Now, who had inaugurated it? It was inaugurated by the Vice President of India. And who is that? That is M. Venkaiah Naidu. Now, what is Adi Mahotsav? Adi Mahotsav is basically a tribal festival which is organized in Delhi Hat. In Delhi Hat, it is organized. There's a New Delhi, it is organized, and the festival is organized under Ministry of Tribal Affairs. But who actually organizes it is the Trifed Ministry. Now, Ministry of Tribal Affairs is the one which organizes it, but who is working for tribal people on a way to increase their livelihood, to increase their income? That is Trifed. So Trifed plays a major role in this, right? What is there in this festival? That all artisans and artists and chefs from all the states of the country participate in this festival that is organized. Now, if we talk about what does it signify and when was it started? So in 2017 it was started, and the celebration of spirit of tribal culture, the crafts, the cuisines, the commerce, that is what is celebrated in this festival. Right, so it basically promotes the idea of tribals or the idea of Adi, that is ADI, Adi factor, that is about them. Right. Now, if we talk about TriFed, now since I told you that TriFed plays a major role over here, so what exactly is TriFed and what is the full form? So TriFed is Tribal Cooperative Marketing Federation of India, and it is under Ministry of Tribal Affairs, right? It was established in 1984, and the purpose of TriFed is to bring in the tribal people more towards the commerce sector of bringing livelihood to their tables using the skills they already have or furnishing the skills that they possess. Next, Har Ghar Pani Har Ghar Safai mission has been launched. Who has launched that? That has been launched by Punjab state government. So it has been launched in Punjab, and it is a part of the central level campaign that is run by the central government. That is 100% potable piped water to be available in all rural households by March 2022, right? So 100% portable water is the center's campaign, and for that a state level campaign has been started by Punjab government on that part. Right now, mega surface water supply scheme has also been inaugurated alongside, which covers 85 villages in Moga district. The Mega Surface Water Supply Scheme is funded by World Bank, NABARD, Jal Jeevan Mission of Government of India, and state budget. All of them are funding the Mega Surface Water Supply Scheme with the same purpose, that is bringing potable water to the tables or to the people of the state. Right now, what is going to be happening in this is, first of all, 85 villages are going to be covered, but what is going to happen inside is 144 new water supply schemes are going to be there for 172 villages of Moga district. Right now, how much is government spending, since budget is already coming in? So a total of 1450 crores have been spent on rural sanitation, on drinking water, water supply since 2017, when the scheme of Jal Jeevan Mission had started, right? Now, going ahead, we have Neptune Declaration. Now, what exactly do we have in this Neptune Declaration? What exactly is it? So, a maritime body, Maritime Union of India, has urged the government to take the cognizance of Neptune Declaration on seafarers' well-being and crew change. And what is the purpose? Why do they want that? That is for Maritime India Mission. The Maritime India Vision 2020-2030 is there, which is being formulated by Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways of India. Right now, Neptune Declaration was signed by more than 450 organizations. Right, and what is the purpose is to bring the crew, or you can say, as we all know, that during the lockdown there has been a severe effect on the crew, maritime crew or seafarers. So for them, this vision has been formulated by Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways of India, so that their daily lives which have been affected can be brought back, to bring the health protocols of a certain level to them, and to increase the collaboration of ship operators and charters to facilitate the crew changes that are happening at the position. Right now, what is MUI that we have talked about in the beginning? That is MUI, Marine Union of India. It is the oldest marine office of India, which represents the merchant navy officers who are the members also. Right, and who are they affiliated to, or we can say, which is the international organization that runs it? It is ITF. ITF is the international organization. Now, what is ITF? That is International Transport Workers Federation, which is based in London, UK. Right. Next, we have Kerala Looks Ahead Global Conclave. Now, this is a 3-day virtual global conclave that was hosted by Kerala State Planning Board. Now, this whole, what is the purpose of it? There are 9 themes that run on this conclave. What are the 9 themes? They are primary sectors such as agriculture, fisheries, animal resource development. Then we have a higher education, which includes international academic collaboration, skill development, modern industrial possibilities, tourism sector. Then e-governance is also covered, local governments, federalism, development and financing of IT. All of these things are being highlighted in this conclave. Right. So, what is the purpose? To create a roadmap for a long-term development in Kolkata. So, in Kerala, that is developing all of these sectors which are there. So, development of all of these sectors, so that all of a whole level, a long-term development plan can be laid down for Kerala. Who had inaugurated it? It was inaugurated by the Chief Minister, that is Pinarayi Vijayan. So Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan had inaugurated this festival. Right now, Ratan Tata, Kumar Mangalam Birla, Azim Premji, Anand Mahindra, and Amartya Sen, they were the primary or the inaugural session speakers of this conclave. Next, a few one-liners. The Tibetan spiritual leader, that is Dalai Lama, have recently launched this new book, The Little Book of Encouragement. And this book has been edited by Renuka Singh and published by Penguin Random House. Here we have what is important is who has written this book and what is the name of the recent book of Dalai Lama. Both ways the question can be asked in examinations. So the new book of Dalai Lama is The Little Book Encouragement, and it is the latest book which talks about, it has various quotations about how to celebrate life, that is the people who are alive even after the COVID pandemic. For them, celebration of life is what matters, and that is what this book is about. Then SpaceX has announced the launch of first all civilian mission into the space. The mission has been called Inspiration 4, and this mission has been launched recently by SpaceX. It is a civilian mission, or civilian, you can say it will be taking a civilian to space, right? Now, the 4-person crew mission, it is a 4-person crew mission, and that is why it has been named as Inspiration 4, right? Now, with this, we wind up this segment. Thank you so much. It has been wonderful interacting with all of you, and I believe that this session has been helpful to all of you. Don't forget to like the video and share the video so that more and more people can be benefited from this video. And this session is uploaded daily with daily updates, so you can subscribe the channel for daily updates on the video. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day ahead, and see you soon.